Before we start, I just want to say that the story moves from right to left and from top to bottom. You can see the indications in the pictures from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Right to left, top to bottom, right to left. Alright, this is the volume 3 of Angel Densetsu. Its name is Sukyu Park Delinquent Cleanup Plan, and there are two new characters on the cover picture. So I'll be starting with characters, first with the main characters. We'll start with Koiso Ryoko. The writer writes, she's a female Kubodo martial artist, challenges Kitano-kun to a match, thinking him a true martial warrior. After a battle with a fall-playing Katayama, she finally understands Kitano-kun's true nature. The next character is Suda. He is a new character and he is the president of the Heikaiku school student body, super elite and attractive. He has tremendous respect from the other students. The next character is Koide. He is the vice president of the student body, sworn loyalty to the Suda, trying to find a scoop on Kitano-kun on Suda's orders, but he is little afraid. So the next characters are those ones which we all know. First one is Kuroda, the first guardian of the Heikaiku school. The next is Takeshi, the first friend of Kitano, and he's really a good fighter. And next is our hero Kitano. Alright, we'll be starting with name of the chapter 13. First Love's Whereabouts, and the cover picture shows picture of Kuroda, so it might be a story between Kuroda and Ryoko. So it's regular day in the school. Koide is walking with Suda, and on his way he hits somebody in the shoulder. That was an accident, but he says, "Oh, I'm sorry." But this guy started shouting at him, cause this is Kuroda. He always try to be the weak ones. "What, punk? You wanna fight, huh?" Then those guys with Kuroda said, "Please stop it, Kuroda-san." Koide is still saying, I'm sorry, but he's really mad. Then the Kuroda gang said to him, just don't be so on the edge. We don't even know for sure. So Kuroda is mad for something else and he's letting out his anger on everybody. You can see from his face that he's really irritated today. So he started saying, you fools, Kitano-san and that girl never ended up coming to school yesterday. Do you think that's a coincidence? Kitano has never missed a day of school until now. And 2 days ago, he said he'll settle this himself. I knew I should have stopped Kitano-san then. Then she wouldn't be a beautiful star looking down at us from the night sky. The Kuroda said to him, we don't know that she's dead. If Kitano comes today, we'll find out for sure. But he's still crying. Then we saw Ryoko and her friend. They were walking towards the school and they're talking. So Kitano is actually a nice person despite that face of his. Don't say that face of his like that. It's just the way he looks. But I just can't believe it. His face is so scary. But it's true. Kitano-kun really did save me yesterday. Well, that bandage proves it, and since you say so, it's not like I don't believe you. Ryoko and her friend are talking about Kitano, and Ryoko's friend find it hard to believe that Kitano is a good guy because of his face. They are still talking and walking towards the school. So what are you going to do? About what? You want everyone to know what Kitano really like, don't you? I don't care if they don't understand. What? But I feel so sorry for Kitano, and then people will think that you are weird for being friends with him, Ryoko. And Ryoko got really serious on this topic. I don't care if people think that what they see is everything. Then they don't realize they can't see what's truly important. And Ryoko's friend got impressed by this. She said, wow, Ryoko, you sound so cool. Really? So they are walking towards school and they saw Kitano-kun walking in front of them. Everybody is scared of him and they're giving him this side, the way to pass. So Ryoko's friend said, it's Kitano-kun. You can tell from behind. Now that you think about it, I doubt anyone will believe you if you try to defend Kitano-kun by yourself, Ryoko. Then Ryoko said, good morning, Kitano. And everybody was shocked. They were looking back at who's this guy who's saying good morning to Kitano. And Ryoko's friends are all saying, wait, Ryoko, what are you doing? Then this serious face of Kitano. He's calm. You can see from his eyes, he's really calm today. So he gave a glare at the back. He's looking at who's the person who wished him. So Kitano started moving towards them and Ryoko's friend is really scared. So she moved behind Ryoko. Kitano walked towards them and got really close. So the other people are saying what that girl is thinking. He's gonna kill her. And when Kitano reached close to Ryoko, he looked into her eyes and Ryoko looked into his eyes. So he asked, is your leg okay? Oh no, not bad enough to need bandages, but without it, I'll forget I was injured and probably do something stupid again. What about you, Kitano-kun? Yeah, I'm fine. I told you I'm used to being hit. So now Ryoko's friend is looking at Kitano that Kitano is talking normally. And everyone else too. Hey look, she's talking to him. She's actually talking to Kitano. What a freak. This is what they're thinking. And don't jump into danger again by thinking you are fine, especially after yesterday. Ryoko said, you too, Kitano-kun. And then this guy Kuroda, he saw all this and got all angry. So he's peeping on them. He's looking from side of the pillar. Already what I feared the most has become reality. This is what Kuroda is saying. And then Kuroda gang asked him, what do you mean? Aren't you happy that girl is still alive? Then he shouted, you great fools! Have you no power of discernment? Take another careful measured look at those two and try to summarize what may happen yesterday. So they started looking at them. They saw that Kitano-kun's face is bruised and that girl's head has a wound and his leg also has a bandage. So they're looking at them and they're saying, it truly looks as they fought yesterday. But they seem to be taking quite peacefully given that. Maybe. Then they got shocked. So now they realize, oh, after yesterday's grand battle, she was in admiration of Kitano-san's strength and Kitano saw her unwomanness and ability. So they both recognized each other's powers. That's not all, you retards. Did you not see the look in her eyes? The way they glanced each other and the sparkle within her eyes. Yes, a look of affection and yearning. And those guys are saying, I'm surprised you could tell from this far away. I think he's just saying that. But Kuroda is still shouting, it's not but the gaze of a budding young woman in love. Can't you even comprehend that in those simple heads of yours? Are you sure you're not overthinking? Good God, I never realized ignorance could be so idiotic. Damn, to think she may already be entirely out of my reach. Kuroda is crying against the wall, and his friends are saying, well, you can't do anything about it. Just pray she's not Kitano-san's type. The only other thing you can do is to challenge Kitano and beat him. But that's not going to happen. When Kuroda listened to this, he said, I see, that's it. Then he got all that serious look on his face, and he said, I have that choice as well. And Kuroda's gang gets shocked that, what are you saying? Then back to Kitano's situation. Kitano meet Takeshi. What happened to your face, Kitano-san? Huh? So Takeshi was trying to ask Kitano about the bruises, and when he asked this question to Kitano, everyone in the class was silent, but they were thinking, pretty damn obvious, don't you think? He got into some huge brawl somewhere, huh? I'm scared. This is what the class is thinking, that it's obvious that Kitano fights somebody, that's why he has all those bandages on him. And Kitano answered Takeshi, oh, just yesterday, it's really silly. So this is what Kitano answered, but Takeshi was thinking, for him to actually skip school for once and take part in such a terrific battle, he must have been fighting over 10 guys all by himself and sent them all to hell or something. Kitano-san is so tough. Then there's a knock on the door. This is Kuroda. Everybody started looking at Kuroda. Then Kitano looked at him with an emotion of little surprise, I guess. And Takeshi is looking at Kuroda with an irritated look, because Kuroda always irritates him. So Kuroda walked towards them, and Kuroda's gang is trying to stop him because they think that Kuroda is going to fight Kitano. They said, wait a minute, Kuroda-san, are you serious? Please stop now while you still can. So when Kuroda got close to Kitano, he looked into his eyes, and Kitano is also looking into his eyes, and the look at Kitano's face is really scary. So Kuroda asked Takeshi, Takeshi, I wanna talk to you, come here. So everybody in there was saying, what happened? Takeshi said, what the fuck do you want? Are you still trying to fight me? Do you ever learn? Kuroda said, shut up, come with me, I'll tell you once we get there. So Kuroda got out of the class, and Takeshi was going to move with them. The class was thinking, what? He seemed kinda nervous. Is it a fight? And Kitano is with a question mark. He don't realize what's happening. At the back of the school, there is Takeshi and Kuroda's gang with him. Takeshi said, I can't believe I followed you all the way out here. So whatever, if you wanna fight, I'll glad to take you on. I haven't had much to do lately. My body gonna get weak unless I use it. So Takeshi is all serious and ready to fight. But then Kuroda simply said to him, by the way, Takeshi, how have you been feeling thinking lately? You getting along well with your friends? You have to treat your friends special, especially Kitano-kan's friendship. He's pretty scary when he's mad. So Takeshi is shocked that what he's talking about. Huh? What the hell are you talking about? Well, basically, despite the fact that I'm the number 2 at Hekaiku, you are closest to Kitano-san. In other words, you know the most about him. Because of that, I need to ask you some questions. Did Kitano seem different in any way today? So now Takeshi is thinking, he said. Pretty freaking obvious. Use your eyes. His face is covered with bruises. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm asking you about. I'm talking about whether he seemed a little more chatty today or his eyes were a little brighter than usual. Nothing like that. Takeshi said, What? What the fuck? What are you trying to say? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down. Okay, I'll just ask you straight out. What type of girl does Kitano like? So when Kuroda said this question to Takeshi, Takeshi's face got all blanked that he has no idea what he's asking, why he's asking. And Kuroda is still going on. He said, does he go for the looks? Does he like feminine girls over tough girls? Or does he not care as long as it's a girl? Oh, sorry. Sorry for that. You called me all the way out here to ask me that? Well, I just figure you might know something like that. Oh, well then. What, huh? You do know? So what it is? I'm going to hit you now. Huh? Smash. Then Takeshi gave him a hit on the head. He's on the ground. He's so weak and pathetic, everybody beat him. He got blood on his face. And Kuroda's gang is talking. I see. So, this is what Kuroda was talking about. I was scared for a second. I thought he was actually going to challenge Kitano for her sake. I was kind of moved that he would have the courage to do that. But then Kuroda stand up from the ground in a second with a scary face as he has blood on his face. Jeez, you scared me. Don't pop up like that. Let's go to Kitano-san. Oh no. Are you really going to challenge Kitano? It's time to ask Kitano directly what his favorite type of girl is. Oh, that's all. That sounded like Kuroda-san for sure. Then Kuroda got to Kitano's class and he opened the door again. Everybody in the class is looking at him. He's here again. Huh? Then Takeshi stand up and said, You are so annoying. No. This time has nothing to do with you. Just chill out and sit down. This time I have business directly with Kitano. Kitano is little surprised, huh? So Kuroda is thinking, as I thought, trying to determine whether or not Kitano's face shows the emotion of a man in love. He's thinking that what he can conclude from Kitano's face, from the looks of Kitano-kun's face. Kitano is thinking, what is it? And Kuroda is thinking, it's impossible. Kitano's face has too much impact. It's impossible to discern any type of precise mental state. Besides, he always looked the same. Shit. So I had to ask him directly. I'm feeling nervous. Kitano-san. And the class was thinking, what's going on? What he's gonna ask him? Hey, Kitano-san, what type of girl do you like? So now Kitano is shocked and the class is shocked. But Takeshi is calm because he knows this is what he's gonna ask. Kitano said, Kitano is still processing the question. Yes, for example, do you hate tomboys? Or you like gentle girls? Maybe just the sight of girls that take martial artists disgusts you. So now the class is thinking, what the hell he's asking about? Kinda interesting though. I kind of wanted to know that myself. Kuroda is looking for an answer and here the writer writes about the situation. Kitano-kun was troubled. He had never so much as considered that topic before, as with the large expectations he was under, he was quite distressed. Kitano is quietly thinking and then he said, Everyone is looking at Kitano with the curiosity. Sorry, I don't really know. Maybe I don't have any type in particular. This answer from Kitano shocked Kuroda. And this is what he concluded from Kitano's answer. So he doesn't care what kind of girl it is. He'll take any girl who approaches him. Kuroda is sad now. Kuroda is really sad now. And he's going out of the classroom. Kuroda's gang said, Pardon us, Kitano. Kuroda left Kitano in the question marks. And the classroom is thinking, sounds evil to me. He likes all kinds of girls. huh? So he doesn't have any type after all. So from Kitano's answer, class concluded that Kitano likes every type of girl. He doesn't care about the looks or anything as long as it's a girl. So in the hallway, Ryoko was passing through saying, "See, just like I told you, Kitano is a normal person, right?" And Ryoko's friend said, "I was amazed. He's totally different than what his image would suggest." Yeah. Oh, it's all over. It's hopeless. Hang in there, Kuroda. I never knew love could be such a depressing thing. Kuroda was walking in the hallway. Then he saw Ryoko with her friend, and he shouted "Ah" to Ryoko and started running towards her. "Koiso Ryoko, Koiso Ryoko, are you sure about this?" This shocked Ryoko as he suddenly approached her and held her hand. "Are you really sure?" This is what Kuroda is asking Ryoko. "Are you sure something as simple as liking people stronger than you is okay? That's not what love is supposed to be about. So what if you fell in love with Kitano-san? Kitano will never love you back." So he's saying all these things about Ryoko and Kitano, and he's embarrassing Ryoko. Everyone in the hall is looking at Kurodo, and he's still shouting, "Kitano doesn't care what kind of girl it is. Only misfortune waits you if you get a crush on him. Do you know why? He is an incredibly evil man. Kitano is the most wicked, terrible man this century has ever seen, and you are falling in love with him." Ryoko and her friend are quiet, and Kurodo is still shouting, "Kitano is a demon with no heart. You never know when he could snap. He could have killed a number of people even now." And Ryoko started talking with her friend. "You see how stupid people who judge everything by what they can see? Yeah, using him as an example, it makes a lot of sense. Now let us cast aside our daily lives and cross the sea to distant unknown lands. The only option we have left is to be runaway lovers." Let's go right now. We will win our freedom from the hands of terrible madman Kitano. Ryoko said, "I'll be right back. Wait a minute." She said that to her friend. Then she leave the hand of Kurodo and said to him, "I'm going to hit you now." And then you hear this sound from the school. And so Kurodo's first love attacked him viciously. What once his body and heart were healed, he forgot all his previous pain and was revitalized. A great man of mental persistence and unbearable lapses in memory. His name was Kurodo Shikaichi, self-titled Hikaiku High School Number 2. Kurodo is lying on the ground with the blood on his face. This is what Ryoko did to him. Kitano was walking with his friend Takeshi. I wonder what it was that Kurodo wanted after all. He's just a moron. And this is the end of this chapter. I'll see you guys again in chapter 40.